Hello everyone and welcome back to some Age of Empires action. And today I want to share the story of this player in particular. In the blue color, saying good luck, have fun, we have Maxymczech, who is commanding the Mongols. And in this match, Max is sitting at 1952 ELO, which is quite high, but yesterday he reached 2000 ELO. Why is that astonishing? Because just a year ago, Maxi was sitting at around 1300, 1400 ELO. I will share the graph of his climb here on the video, and that's a superb climb. And Max is not climbing with a very standard style. He's a very aggressive player, and this is Mired. In this map in particular, players start with 10 boards in the middle, 5 for each player, and this leads to a lot of aggressive starts. They are both playing as the Mongol. He's playing against Sneaky Salmon, quite well-known and solid player. So we have two names that are known in the community. Maxi plays a lot of community tournaments. He's been around the scene, played around 7,000 matches, I believe. And we already see some shenanigans going on. Maxi thrives in chaos, thrives in aggression. We see Sneaky tries to pull the villager away, but that can be a mistake. Using the horse there to block these early micro is so important in a map like this. And this is Maxi style. He thrives on this. He's so happy to have a map like Mired in the ranked ladder. If this wasn't Mired, if this was Arabia, he would find a way to make it messy. And we see, before the 3rd minute mark, already a villager going down for Sneaky Salmon. So Maxi already grabbing a lead, and he's going to probably steal a board. With that same villager, yeah, stealing a board. And when you steal a board in a map like this, it's not only your opponent loses a board, you also gain a board. So this is no longer a 5-5 if Max is still successfully. This is 6-5 boards. Now, Sneaky Salmon tried his best to block with the horse, but with this angle, I don't think the board can be recovered. And in this particular map, he will be very punished for losing boards. Grabbing a second board on the way, now that the TC can take down boards with no issue, this micro becomes easier. And even though Maxi did take down an early villager, there is quite a lot of idle TC time, especially for this ELO. That's quite a significant amount of idle TC time, so the lead is not that astonishing. Sneaky Salmon knows how important those boards are, so goes for with his own villager, but Maxi gets the first hit. Maxi's horse is coming back, and we will see a second villager getting punished. Ooh, things are not looking good for Sneaky Salmon. Losing 2 villagers this early on is definitely a rough blow. And the villager goes down. So Maxymczech already grabbing a lead, doing some cheap damage on the opponent's horse, and this is huge in a map like this. You think about the villagers, but what is granting you the capability to do all of this micro is the horse itself. When you do cheap damage to the horse, you're making your opponent's micro harder. And this is the second board being stolen. So this means it will be a 7-3 lead, even grabbing 2 extra boards along the way, because why not? And these are Mongol boards. Mongols grab food from huntables faster. So Max is just going to snowball so strongly, and Sneaky Salmon is trying his best to prevent this. Goes forward with his own villager. Maxi could just grab the board, but no. I want to grab another villager. I think Maxi's got the first hit there. But yeah, to play it safe, brings his own villager forward. Look at the idle TC time for both players. This game is being so messy. They are solid players. Usually you see 10 seconds of idle TC time max at this ELO. Even 10 seconds would be a little bit high, but the game is so chaotic. Now Sneaky Salmon is forced to bring more villagers forward to defend, doing more cheap damage at the scout. The horse, sorry. And this is just Maxi style. Be it a tournament, be it the ranked ladder. We've been seeing more and more players who are rising. We see new players joining the ranks of high ELO. For me, if you're 2000, you are high ELO. And we see a lot of players doing it their own way. And we have the 3rd villager going down. Okay, villager is still standing. Horse goes down. Now Maxi can just micro easily. And the villager will go down. And, oh, Maxi loses a villager to a board there. There's just so much going on. Probably the first big mistake out of Maxi. But now he has 1,000 food sitting around here. While Sneaky Salmon has run out of boars. Sneaky Salmon is very far away from clicking up to feudal, so he is forced to expand down here, get a lumber camp to get more meals, to get some deer. But Maxi is already so close to clicking up to feudal. Just needs the mine, and the fact that he's adding a mine, I see gold, I think militia, I think archers. And if you have such a huge lead to feudal age, usually when you play Mongols, a lot of games can turn into a race to castle age. You have the power spike with step lancers. Then if the step lancers can't win you the game, you can go castle, you can go mango dye. There's a lot of options. Mongols are one of the best civs in the game. Always have been in the past couple of years. But I don't think we are going to reach that game state. Maxi has such a huge lead from Dark Age alone. Not a lot of games are decided in Dark Age. This kind of feels like one of them. Now, Sneaky Salmon, do not count him out. Solid player, and he's probably going to try to do everything in his power to stay in the map. But this is Maxi showing us why he climbed to 2000 ELO. And the scariest thing is, we see the idle TC time, we see some mistakes. Maxi can get cleaner. He can play other playstyles. I've seen him play great macro games. He's not a one-trick pony. This is his style, but he can play macro. He can boom. He can play more defensive. I've seen him do great economic matches. But even within this style, there's a lot to improve on. So we are not witnessing Maxi's final form. He's a fast player. He plays a lot. And I am very curious to see where Maxi's journey will take him, because just a year ago I was playing against Maxi, both of us at 1500 ELO, and now his journey is skyrocketing. But of course, the more you climb, the harder it is to climb further. We see two militias going forward, we see men at arms clicked, and even without men at arms on the field, these villagers have been damaged from the early engagement, so the militia can cause some damage. And we are going to see the 5th villager going down. Yep, 5 villagers down. This will be the 6th one. 6 villagers down. That's such a good ratio. And the thing is, yes, Max is losing some troops here. And yes, Max is behind in eco units. But well, Maxi doesn't have to click feudal. Maxi can start snowballing, adds an archery range exactly, adds archers. Blacksmith for fletching, and these archers will just melt villagers. Villagers will just start melting left, down, right, center. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But I asked Maxi in Discord. We talk with each other. I've played Maxi in the past. What is your secret? How are you climbing so much in ELO? What is your training regimen? And he said, and I quote, and I will share the image here on screen. My training regimen is eating raw hot dog diet. I don't remember the exact quote. So you heard it here first. If you want to get strong at Age of Empires, just eat raw hot dogs every morning. We see the archers now. We'll start causing some damage. Nice walling from Sneaky Salmon here. Walling this little bit of terrain. But another villager goes down. And the problem with archers is that while the militia, you are training them 1-to-1, you lose one, you take down a villager. Sneaky Salmon can just keep up villager production. Archers don't work like that. Archers are a unit that snowballs. Archers are straight in numbers. And they can just fight infinitely versus the villagers. Ooh, he gets the wall down, but 2 more villagers get walled out of safety. So that's another 2 villagers going down. That's 10 villagers down for Sneaky Salmon. That's almost a villager per minute going down. And the house will crumble, so more weakness. And that's the thing. That's why this early food was so important. Sneaky Salmon still hasn't clicked up to feudal. He's trying to find food everywhere. He's having to drop 8 farms, 9 farms already on the field. Because there's just not a lot of food. There's no berries. There's some hunt, but it is scattered. And when you scatter your eco, you're more vulnerable to pushes. That's why I said this is one of the few games that got decided in Dark Age. And if Maxi spots all of these villagers, all of this wood, you cannot keep all of your eco safe in a map like this. Some maps you can be very defensive, you can't do it in a map like Mired, and the units do fine. Just a little bit of micro will be enough. It's not complicated to fight archers versus builds. Maxi getting double beat-axe, good thing for... Even though you are ahead, you want to think about the game in the long run, and double beat-axe is the most important eco upgrade in the game. Sneaky Salmon is once again forced to run away. Maxi has the village, and GG's called. And what a performance. You can see how Maxi reached 2000 ELO, very aggressive player. And if we look at the APM, 224 is impressive at max APM, but average APM sitting at around 90, that is a very fast player. And I'm looking forward to see where Maxi's journey will take him. Because reaching 200, not 200, 2000 ELO is impressive, but he said he had no plans of stopping. He wants to go higher. And I'm curious to see, will he plateau or will he keep climbing? I will bring you back with more news in the future, maybe 3 or 4 months from now. Let's do a video, where is Maxi now? If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like or a comment down below. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you in the next one, everyone. Bye bye, and have a great week.